Hello. Over the next several minutes, we'll be covering the basics of operating your Mack TerraPro. Mack trucks are engineered and manufactured with you, the operator, in mind. They incorporate the latest technology to provide comfortable, safe, efficient vehicles that make you feel at home, on the road, and on the job. This program will provide you with a high-level operational overview for the Mack TerraPro trucks, including performing your PreTrip inspection, cab controls and indicators, starting up and shutting down the engine, operating your truck with an emphasis on fuel economy and efficiency, and the exhaust after-treatment system. Your Mack chassis is equipped with an exhaust after-treatment system. If your truck was built before 2010 and has a red engine, it's equipped with a 2007 emission-compliant engine and exhaust after-treatment system that includes a non-catalyzed diesel particulate filter, or DPF. The DPF takes the place of the standard muffler and traps to reduce soot and particulate emissions into the atmosphere. On these trucks, the DPF is mounted on the back of the cab and features a thermal regeneration unit, a burner really, that raises the exhaust temperature in order to oxidize the soot collected in the DPF. If your TerraPro was built between 2010 and 2013, it's equipped with Mack's ClearTech engine technology, which is EPA 2010 emission compliant and includes a selective catalytic reduction, or SCR system, for removing nitrogen oxide, or NOx, from the exhaust, as well as a non-catalyzed DPF used to remove soot or particulate from the exhaust. The catalyst for Mack's ClearTech SCR is mounted on the back of the cab over on the passenger side, and the non-catalyzed DPF is mounted to its left. At the heart of Mack's ClearTech technology is diesel exhaust fluid, also called DEF. Diesel exhaust fluid is a specially refined and purified fluid that's injected into the exhaust stream ahead of the SCR catalyst. The vaporized DEF and hot exhaust gases enter the SCR catalyst, and a simple and safe chemical reaction occurs that transforms NOx into nitrogen and water vapor, two clean and harmless components of the air we breathe. DEF has its own tank on the passenger side of the truck, distinguishable by its blue cap and gauge in the dash that displays the level of fluid in the tank. The DEF tank gets filled with only approved DEF from a sealed container or an approved dispenser, nothing else. Now, if your TerraPro was built in 2013 or later, like this chassis, it's equipped with a catalyzed DPF as part of the ClearTech exhaust after-treatment system. The catalyzed DPF doesn't require a thermal regeneration unit. It features a catalyst that is applied to the filter. Also, starting with model year 2014, TerraPro chassis include the so-called OBD13, which is the final part of the EPA 2010 regulation. It's an onboard diagnostic system. For OBD13, Mack replaced the round 9-pin serial connector with a rectangular plug. This aids in faster communications with service tools. We'll talk a lot more about the exhaust after-treatment system later in this program. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about your pre-trip inspection. The first step in performing your inspection is to inspect the engine compartment and check the fluid levels. First, let's check the engine oil. Check the oil when the engine is cold. The oil level should be between the minimum and maximum indicators on the dipstick. Don't add oil unless the level is at or below the minimum indicator. Next, check the power steering fluid. Check the coolant level at the expansion tank. Fluid should be visible in the sight glass. The coolant level is critical. Low coolant level may inhibit or prevent a DPF regeneration event, and may even cause an automatic engine shutdown if that engine parameter is set. If you need to add coolant, always use the recommended mixture of antifreeze and water. Never use just water or just antifreeze. Please refer to the operator's manual. It's the best source for vehicle information. Check the washer fluid level in the reservoir, which is on the chassis right above the passenger side step. When you're finished checking the engine compartment for any visible problems and all the fluid levels have been checked, complete the rest of your pre-trip inspection. Your inspection should include a walk-around of the chassis. Be sure to check the tires for air pressure and wear. Inspect wheel lug nuts and visually check the brakes. Inspect the suspension for misaligned or broken springs and the axle bump stops for contact wear. Check all lighting, including the turn signals and brake lights. Inspect the windshield and wipers, the fuel tank, and, if equipped, the DEF tank. While checking the DEF system, look for DEF and coolant leaks. DEF dries as a white powder substance, so seeing white residue around the DEF injector and the SCR catalyst may indicate a leak. Your operator's manual has the complete checklist of everything you should include in your pre-trip inspection. All right, let's check out the cab.